Australia have crocs, the USA have snakes, and Scotland have foxes, we have the Beast of Borough Fen. We got Merlin when he was about 5 months old from a rescue centre in Wansford, which is about 30 to 40 minutes away from our house. We don't really know anything about his life in the kennels, but he was very skinny and jumpy when he first arrived into our house. So we kind of came to the conclusion that he wasn't treated the best that he could have been. Merlin is turning 3 years old in September, and at the minute he's 2.5 years old. We don't actually know what breed he is, but he is definitely a Border Collie cross.
Merlin, treat! Come here! Merlin here. Merlin! 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 Come here.
Merlin likes to play outside and go on walks. He especially enjoys sleeping and eating. But let's be honest, who doesn't? Merlin hates having baths and does not like going to the vets or riding in the car. In fact, he is so scared of going in the car that he hides under our dining room table and refuses to come out. Merlin eats 2 tins of butcher's loaf with tripe with 2 Weetabix biscuits. He eats 1 tin in the morning and 1 tin for dinner with 1 biscuit each. Merlin enjoys playing with his balls and sometimes plays on the trampoline with my brother and I. He also sometimes has a sudden outburst of energy and runs around the garden and the house for about 10 minutes. Merlin is very good with children and has a great temperament. When he's off the lead, he's not too bad with other dogs, but when he is on the lead, he's very defensive about whoever is walking him. He strongly dislikes small, little white dogs, so we've naturally presumed that at some point in his life before we got him, he was harassed by little white dogs. Merlin doesn't have any special tricks or talents, unless you count barking at the neighbours pulling into their own driveway, and he's a brilliant mastermind. Merlin has the same colour scheme as a Border Collie, but he has soft brown spots dashed across his legs. His coat is thick and soft like his paws. Merlin weighs around 27 kilograms, although with being stuck in quarantine, he's probably put on another few pounds. Don't tell him that. Merlin doesn't have a specific diet or exercise routine. He just eats 2 tins of dog food a day with 2 Weetabix biscuits and just walks about the house all day. Sometimes we take him on a walk, and because we don't do it every day, it's a long walk. It's around 5 to 7 miles when we do. Well, I say we, but my mum usually walks him as me and my brother are at school while our dad is at work. We don't really know much about Merlin's history, so we don't really know anything about his previous health issues. The vet has said he's a healthy dog, so we follow with what they say. When we first got him, we needed to give him some vaccines, but that's it. I'm not aware of any others coming up. He occasionally gets groomed at our local dog grooming place, but my parents have cut back on that because it was £45 a trip. We now bathe him at home, which he hates with a burning passion. As I've previously said, we don't know anything about his breed, but going by the Border Collie part, we estimate about 10 to 15 years. To cut a long story short, my dog is a little bit special, not like your average Border Collie, but he's a lovely dog and I wouldn't change him for the world. Thank you for listening into this documentary. I hope you learned something new.